Here's a question that feels too obvious to ask, right up until you try to answer it. Why did ancient humans start cooking their food? Every other creature on Earth eats exactly what it finds. Wolves don't marinate a kill, and bears don't roast fish. Yet every human culture ever documented, without exception, cooks. It is our single truly universal behavior, more universal than language, art, or religion. And here is the part that should stop you cold. We've been doing it so long that our bodies have become completely dependent on it. You don't cook just because it tastes better. You cook because you cannot survive without it. Over a massive stretch of evolutionary time, your jaw, teeth, and gut were physically downsized because your biology assumed fire would do the heavy lifting first. Cooking isn't a cultural preference. It is outsourced digestion. Rewind 2 million years. Our ancestor, Australopithecus, was running the same dietary program a wild chimpanzee runs today. Raw fruit, fibrous roots, and the occasional opportunistic kill. That diet demanded an unbelievable amount of chewing. A wild chimp spends close to half of every waking hour doing nothing but grinding down raw food because raw calories are locked away tightly. Harvard primatologist Richard Wrangham tested this by eating a chimpanzee diet in Uganda. His conclusion was definitive. A modern human body simply cannot extract enough usable energy from raw wild foods to survive long-term. So, what changed? Cooking. Fire transformed the trajectory of our species. When you apply heat to starch, the granules swell and open, a process called gelatinization. When you heat raw meat, the tough structural proteins denature, unraveling into simple strands your stomach acid can easily tear through. Heat also neutralizes dangerous toxins and bacteria, opening up brand new food sources. Stack these chemical changes together, and cooking dramatically spikes the net energy you get from every single mouthful. Suddenly, the 4 to 5 hours our ancestors spent chewing collapsed into the single hour modern humans spend eating today. Consider what your ancestors did with those reclaimed hours. They built better tools, coordinated complex hunts, taught the next generation, and gathered around the fire. The campfire became our first theater, classroom, and security perimeter. This massive dietary shift left a permanent record in our bones. Around 1.8 million years ago, Homo erectus abruptly appeared in the fossil record. Compared to what came before, they had a noticeably larger brain, a smaller jaw, and a drastically shorter gut. In most primates, the heavy, energy-expensive digestive tract outweighs the brain. In modern humans, that relationship flips. Your brain consumes close to 20% of your body's entire energy budget just idling. Gram for gram, it costs 9 times more to run than muscle. The math simply doesn't work for a large-brained animal stuck eating raw food. There aren't enough hours in the day to chew that many calories. Cooking literally fueled the growth of the human brain. Today, long-term studies of people on strict raw diets show progressive weight loss, and nearly half of the women stop menstruating, a direct signal that the body is starving. A raw diet inside a single ancestral generation would have led straight to extinction. So, the next time you're standing at the stove, take a second to register the weight of what you're doing. You are practicing the oldest, most distinctly human technology in existence, older than agriculture, older than written language, and perhaps older than speech itself. Every meal you cook is a direct continuation of the exact spark that shrank our jaws, expanded our minds, and made us human in the first place.